What you're looking at isn't just another airplane. This is the COMAC C939, China's aviation masterpiece poised to disrupt the balance of power in the skies forever. For over 50 years, Boeing and Airbus have ruled commercial flight. But now, backed by the full strength of the world's second largest economy, China is rewriting the rules of who builds the planes that connect the globe. Across design centers in China, a revolution is unfolding, not with bullets or slogans, but with CAD software, engineering prowess, and ambition on a staggering scale. China isn't merely building aircraft, it's crafting an entire aviation ecosystem designed to break America and Europe's chokehold on global air travel. And it's happening faster than anyone expected. By 2040, airlines worldwide will need more than 39,000 new aircraft valued at over $6 trillion. For decades, this market has been dominated by Boeing and Airbus, with smaller players like Embraer and ATR carving out niche regional segments. But China has long observed this duopoly from the sidelines, and now, with a booming domestic market set to surpass the US by 2043, supported by 1.44 billion citizens and over 200 million middle-income families, and geopolitical tensions threatening access to Western aircraft, China has decided that building its own planes is not just smart business, it's a national security imperative. The journey began with the C909, formerly known as the ARJ-21. Flying since 2008, this regional jet resembles the old McDonnell Douglas MD-80 because China learned crucial technology from McDonnell Douglas in the 1990s. The C909 wasn't designed to dazzle the world. It was China's training wheels in commercial aviation. Despite criticism for being outdated and inefficient, every delivered C909 has given Chinese engineers priceless experience in supply chains and certification. Airlines like Air China and Indonesia's Transnusa have quietly embraced it, marking China's first real steps onto the global aviation stage. The real game changer is the C919. With over 1,000 orders, more than the entire British Airways fleet, this narrow-body jet directly challenges the Boeing 737 and Airbus A320. Flying commercially since 2017, it carries 158 to 192 passengers up to 5,550 km, almost identical to the 737 MAX and A320 Neo. But here's the twist. While Boeing and Airbus price their jets between $80 and $130 million, the C919 is rumored to be significantly cheaper, making it attractive for emerging markets in Africa, Southeast Asia, and Latin America, where price trumps brand loyalty. Although it currently uses Western engines and avionics, China is rapidly developing indigenous alternatives. Plus, variants with extended fuselages and high-altitude capabilities are already underway, a strategic move to dominate key market segments. Enter the C929, China's ambitious wide-body contender designed to compete with the Boeing 787 and Airbus A350. Seating 250 to 320 passengers and flying up to 12,000 km nonstop, the C929 aims to connect major Chinese cities to the world's most important destinations. Wide-body aircraft are complex, relying heavily on composite materials China is still mastering. After a dissolved partnership with Russia, COMAC is pressing ahead with support from global suppliers. Deliveries are projected between 2027 and 2029. The crown jewel is the C939, a behemoth designed to rival the Boeing 777X. Capable of carrying about 400 passengers up to 13,000 kilometers, powered by China's upcoming CJ2000 engine expected by 2030, this ultra-long-haul aircraft embodies China's highest aviation ambitions. But China isn't stopping at aircraft. They're simultaneously building the entire ecosystem: maintenance networks, training centers, and financing solutions. By the time the C939 takes flight, a global support infrastructure will be in place, smoothing the path for customers worldwide. For Boeing and Airbus, China's rise is more than competition. It's an existential challenge fueled by economic power and national security priorities. For airlines, COMAC offers leverage long missing from negotiations. For passengers, more competition could mean cheaper tickets. Though new aircraft always invite safety questions, Boeing and Airbus faced similar skepticism early on. This isn't just a battle for market share, it's about the shifting center of technological gravity in the 21st century. China's aviation surge declares that the technology defining modern civilization should not rest solely in Western hands. Every C939 that rolls off the line carries passengers and national ambition. Every successful flight signals China's claim to a seat among the world's technological leaders. The road ahead is fraught with technical hurdles, certification challenges, and geopolitical tensions. Building a competitive airliner is one of humanity's most complex industrial feats. Boeing and Airbus took decades to refine their expertise. COMAC is compressing that timeline dramatically. The skies are no longer a playground reserved for just two giants. China's aviation journey is rewriting the rules of the game, turning what was once a distant dream into a tangible, looming reality. From the very first C909 regional jet, serving as a hands-on classroom for Chinese engineers, to the sleek, competitive C939 challenging Western dominance, every aircraft is a step closer to reshaping the global aviation map. But the story doesn't stop there. The ambitious C929 widebody aims to connect continents without pause, offering airlines a third viable choice beyond Boeing and Airbus. And looming on the horizon is the colossal C939, an ultra-long-haul powerhouse set to rival the biggest and most advanced aircraft on the planet. This isn't just about planes, it's about shifting the balance of power, technology, and influence. Imagine a future where the airline you board is made in China, backed by a vast network of support and innovation. A future where airlines wield more negotiating power, and passengers benefit from more choices and potentially lower fares. This transformation is not just an industrial endeavor, it's a strategic game changer driven by national pride, economic ambition, and unyielding patience. The road ahead will be tough. China must navigate technical hurdles, secure global certifications, and win over skeptical markets. But history shows that giants can rise when determination meets innovation. Boeing and Airbus might still lead today, but the era of uncontested dominance is ending. China's aviation dream is no longer a question of if, but when, and the world is watching. The sky is vast, and soon, it will be shared by a new player whose impact will be felt far beyond the runways. The future of flight is evolving, and China is ready to take off. The aviation landscape is transforming before our eyes, and China is not just a passenger on this journey, it's becoming the driver. The COMAC family of aircraft, from the humble yet foundational C909 to the bold and ambitious C939, embodies a vision of technological mastery and economic sovereignty. Each model reflects years of hard-earned expertise, innovation, and an unwavering resolve to break the long-standing duopoly that has defined global commercial aviation for decades. China's strategy is methodical and multi-layered. By mastering regional jets and narrow-body planes first, they build crucial manufacturing knowledge, supply chain robustness, and certification know-how. These steps create a platform to launch more advanced wide-body jets, capable of connecting the world's largest cities non-stop. Behind the scenes, a robust ecosystem is taking shape, from pilot training centers to maintenance hubs, and financing models tailored to support airlines adopting these new aircraft. The implications extend far beyond the tarmac. For airlines worldwide, the arrival of a credible third manufacturer promises to shake up negotiations, drive down costs, and spark innovation. For passengers, it means more choices and potentially more affordable tickets. For the industry, it signals a seismic shift in power, as China stakes its claim in a sector long dominated by Western manufacturers. Challenges remain. Certification by global aviation authorities like the FAA and ESA will be tough, especially given geopolitical headwinds. Developing cutting-edge materials and engines domestically requires time and investment. But China's patience and scale give it a unique advantage. This is a marathon, not a sprint. As we look to the skies in the coming decades, we must ask, will the next flight you board bear the logo of COMAC? Will the soaring giants of the 21st century be born not just in Seattle or Toulouse, but in Shanghai or Chengdu? The answer is unfolding right now, and it's rewriting the future of aviation, one aircraft at a time. China's rise in aviation is more than a story about planes. It's a story about ambition, innovation, and a nation determined to soar on the global stage. The sky, it seems, is no longer the limit. It's just the beginning. As the 21st century advances, China's aviation ambitions are not just about catching up, they're about leapfrogging into a new era of aerospace dominance. The COMAC C939 and its family of aircraft represent a bold statement that innovation knows no borders, and that the future of flight can be shaped by fresh players willing to challenge the status quo. This challenge is more than technical, it's geopolitical. In a world where global supply chains are strained and alliances shift, the ability to design, build, and operate a sovereign aviation industry is a powerful tool of national resilience. China's investment into indigenous technologies, from jet engines to avionics, signals a commitment to reduce dependency on foreign powers and carve out an independent aerospace footprint. But innovation alone isn't enough. China understands the importance of building trust. Every successful flight of the C919 or C929 is a message to the world that Chinese aircraft can meet the rigorous demands of safety, reliability, and efficiency. These aren't merely products, they're symbols of national pride and technical prowess. The expansion into international markets will test COMAC's ability to navigate complex regulatory landscapes and adapt to diverse airline needs. Yet, their strategic approach to first solidify domestic dominance and then gradually expand globally has proven effective so far. The ripple effects are already visible, with emerging market carriers looking closely at Chinese aircraft as cost-effective, modern alternatives. Moreover, China's aviation ecosystem is holistic. It includes pilot training schools, maintenance hubs, parts suppliers, and financing solutions, a full-stack approach designed to support airlines from purchase to operations. This ecosystem gives COMAC a competitive edge, ensuring that adopting their aircraft is not just about cost savings, but also about access to comprehensive, reliable support. For the West, this shift means more than just competition. It demands innovation, agility, and new strategies to maintain leadership in a rapidly evolving industry. Boeing and Airbus must contend not only with price, but with a growing geopolitical desire among nations to diversify their aviation sources. Passengers may soon find themselves flying aboard planes born from this global competition, aircraft that combine the best of new engineering with competitive pricing and expanding global support. The result could be a more dynamic, diverse, and connected air travel landscape. The stakes have never been higher. Aviation is a symbol of technological excellence, economic power, and national pride. China's journey from learning to leading is a testament to ambition and persistence. While the path is fraught with challenges, the progress made is undeniable. In the coming decades, the sky will not only be a stage for commercial competition, but a testament to shifting global power balances. China's aviation story is still being written, but one thing is clear: it's a story that demands attention. The question is no longer whether China will be a player in global aviation, but how large and influential that role will become. And for the world watching from the terminals and runways, the future of flight promises to be more thrilling and unpredictable than ever before. Looking ahead, China's aviation ambitions extend beyond passenger jets and commercial success. They are laying the groundwork for a comprehensive aerospace ecosystem that includes cargo transport, unmanned aerial vehicles, and next-generation green technologies. Sustainability is becoming a critical focus globally, and China aims to lead in developing environmentally friendly aircraft that meet future regulatory and consumer demands. The race for innovation now includes hybrid and electric propulsion, alternative fuels, and smarter, more efficient air traffic management systems. China's massive investment in research and development signals their commitment to not just compete on price or scale, but to pioneer breakthroughs that could redefine how we fly. Meanwhile, global collaboration and competition are intertwining. While geopolitical tensions persist, aviation remains a highly interconnected industry. Chinese manufacturers are forging partnerships, sharing technology, and learning from international best practices, even as they chart an independent path. This balancing act between cooperation and competition will shape the next chapter of global aviation. For airlines, the emergence of a reliable, cost-effective third option will reshape procurement strategies. Rather than being locked into a duopoly, airlines can negotiate better terms, diversify their fleets, and tailor solutions to regional needs. This increased competition will ripple down to passengers, potentially lowering costs and enhancing the travel experience through innovation and improved service. Safety will remain paramount. China's progress in certifications and safety standards is crucial to gaining global trust. The early skepticism that surrounded Boeing and Airbus was eventually overcome by consistent performance and transparency. China's challenge is to build that same legacy of trustworthiness while navigating a complex global regulatory landscape. On a broader scale, China's aviation push is emblematic of a larger shift in technological leadership and global economic influence. It's a declaration that leadership in cutting edge industries is not exclusive to the West, but a shared frontier open to emerging powers with vision and determination. As the world's skies fill with new wings from unexpected places, the future of aviation is becoming a story of transformation, innovation, and opportunity. China's role in this story is growing rapidly, promising a more diverse and dynamic era of flight. In the end, the true winners will be the millions of passengers worldwide who will benefit from safer, more efficient, and affordable air travel. The sky is vast, and the future of aviation is open, ready for those bold enough to reach for it. Looking ahead, China's aviation ambitions go beyond passenger jets. They're building a full aerospace ecosystem that includes cargo planes, drones, and cutting-edge green technologies. Sustainability is now a global priority, and China aims to lead in creating environmentally friendly aircraft that meet future regulations and consumer demands. The race isn't just about building planes, it's about pioneering hybrid engines, electric propulsion, alternative fuels, and smarter air traffic systems. China's massive investment in R&D shows their commitment to competing not only on price but on groundbreaking innovation.